Day 2, 75 hard. Getting the outdoor workout in. Just listening to GP Penitentiary Life, Wes Watson. And it's funny. He's shining a light on it's your habits. Like, think about all the stuff you're not doing. And for me, I'm always trying to look for something new. Maybe there's a new thing I don't yet know, which is gonna finally kickstart the progress that I'm trying to make. Well, actually, I'm not trying. I'm just thinking about making. The progress I'm thinking about making. And it's not. There's nothing new that is on its way that's going to make the difference. There's nothing new. It's my lack and inability to just do what I know I'm supposed to fucking do. Like, I'm down $5,000 right now with what I've invested into and then just done nothing with. Online courses, subscriptions, downloadable content, like what the fucking upsells, like I'm down $5,000 and I fucking done nothing with it. I fucking bought these programs and then that was it. I got like an hour in and then fucking never went back. Same with my studies right now. 3 years ago I signed up to complete my studies. Haven't even done them. And they're coming due. And I've always had this problem, like with school, man, it's now on me. Which I realise, like I'm breaking out of my shell, where like I now realise that I don't get to. Back then in school, I wasn't aware that no one was showing me. I didn't have parents to sit me down and do my homework and make sure assignments were done, and like we never had structure, but I didn't know that back then. I didn't know that it was the structure that I lacked. Whereas now, who am I going to blame? I'm on my own. I live on my own, like I'm not under my parents' wings anymore. And who are you going to blame? And again, what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Like, it's an actual question, not like a statement. Like, what are you waiting for? What hasn't come yet that you hope to come that is going to make all the difference with your progress? Like, what is that? It's hard to answer because there's nothing there. It doesn't exist, whatever this thing is that you're waiting on. Morning. You're just so in the way. You're so in the way. And it's time to get out. Get out of the way. And just start doing. And realise that the time you have is going to be used either way. The next 10 years is going to go by. You're going to look up. And for me, I'm going to be 35. I'm either going to look back and go, holy fuck, look how far down the path I am. Let's go. Or you're going to look at that worse than what you're currently feeling and know that you regret the last 10 years of you doing fucking nothing. Because it's lost time. It's such a deep regret because you can't do anything about it. You can't get it back. Like, if you lost $100 today, look, it's fucking annoying more than anything, but you don't regret. You don't regret to the point that you're gonna like think about it for the next fucking year. No, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get another $100 back like by the end of the day. If you got to work, you're probably on like $300-400 a day working a full day. Like, it's just annoying that you've lost it, you know? Or if you run a business and all that, like, you know, it's just nothing. Like, oh yeah, whatever. So that time that you have needs to be spent truly moving you forward. Truly moving you forward. This fucking Rottweiler. Ooh, ooh. And the fucking tail is the size of my forearm. Like, you got to look after your shit, right? But think about it. The quicker you can get to a position where you can outsource all of the jobs that you do, the better. Because that's time building a skill rather than doing chores. And chores are important. But my point saying is, like, if you've got 10 hours sitting there, don't spend 7 of them washing the car, mowing the grass, cleaning up out the back, fucking clearing out the shed, whatever. Like, whatever jobs, you know, dads are supposed to do. Like, don't go and do that if you're in a position where you're trying to get somewhere. Like, use that time, which is 10 hours, to build a skill, a new skill that is wanted and needed in today's market, in today's economy. Like, it is not 1930 where the fucking goal was to get a good paying job for a corporation, a company, to spend 3-4 years saving up and then spending the next 15 paying off the house. So that, yeah, you know, like, that was the goal back then. We didn't have the internet. Like, that was the goal. And if you were crazy enough, you might have started your own little company, you know, but like, there's skills now that are not going to be here in 2 years. Like, that's how crazy today's economy is, in today's market. Like, back then, what takes 2 years to go out of fashion and to not, like, be needed? Like, video content creating, editing, you know, these things, e-coms, you know, these things are here today. Are they going to be here in 2 years? Like, that's how quickly this thing's changing. So what about back then in like 30 years? No, sorry, 1930. Think about back then, where things fizzled out after 50 years. You know, like, it was so secure, it was so strong that, like, that's why we're so brainwashed now into thinking that, like, that's still the goal, because it's been the goal for nearly 100 years. Like, it's 2025. Like, watch the PBD podcast, Valuetainment, Patrick Bet David. You know, there's a pretty big clip, pretty big video there where he talks about the data's in now that you need to be updating your skills every 18 months. Like, you need to be developing a new skill every 18 months. Like, and this is a guy that's got thousands of employees. Oh, sorry, I should say hundreds. Let's call it 500. But he's got data, and he's at the top of understanding data and getting new stuff, new information. But he knows that. Like, school is out, dude. Like, we know this. Like, I know this, but you don't believe it, you know? And I say that because, like, look at your habits. If you truly believed it, it would show in your habits, in your actions, that, like, you really do understand it. Because, like, look at what he does, you know? Whereas, like, I still operate as if I still believe, like, get a house, get a job, get a car, save for retirement, you know, and just fucking exist for the next 40 years so that you can enjoy 5 of them. Like, how quickly do people die after, like, actually retiring, doing nothing? Like, old fellas around town, like, retiring when they're finally 72 and they're fucking dead before 80. But, like, they lasted 72 years. And then they just fucking do nothing. They sell up, they downsize, they sell all their toys and they just die. Like, you need something. Like, is that really what you're working for? To enjoy 5 years off the back of you, like, fucking grinding? Should be grinding now, but smart. Like, you should be getting skills that are gonna pay you. And I'm talking to myself. Like, I know exactly what is waiting for me back at home. And I've not done anything with it for 14 months. It's just sitting there. I've invested the money, done nothing with it. And it's to my own demise. Like, shame on me. Because is this skill that I wanted to learn 14 months ago still going to be there for me when I've learnt it? You know, I think the course needs about 40 hours. Now, that's a full working week. All right, and if it's outside of work hours, there's, let's call it 4 hours every night. No, let's just call it an hour every night. Well, there's 40 days. There's a month and a bit to, like, fuck, I've never thought about it like that. There's a month and 10 days to be where I want to be. Even if I'm, like, not killing it financially, I've done and learnt the skill. Like, and the skill is to take advantage of Shopify and e-com, you know, and to develop your own website, have an online store where people are buying a product, but you don't deal with any of the shipping and handling. You're just customer service, you're building the front end, you know, and you tweak the back end. Done. You set up a means of processing. I just haven't done that for 14 months, you know. Why? What are we so afraid of? What are we so scared of? That, like, we know what to do, but we just don't do it. I gotta stop saying we. Like, this is me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to wait that long. You know. So bad. Morning, mate. It's ridiculous to wait that long. You know, it's no good. Morning, mate. You know, like, I'm slowly becoming these guys that I see that, like, I'm trying, or I know I don't want to be. Like, I don't want to be the guy who's got a long face, you know, just done nothing for 20 years, worked the same job, stayed in the same place, all his hopes and dreams went out the fucking window. You know, he's sad, he's depressed, you know, his wife is full of wrinkles and stress and no longer happy and vibrant and full of life. Like, see them fucking everywhere. You know, you don't want to become that. But when you're not living the true life that you want to.
Hey, mate.
Morning, mate. That's what you're becoming. You know, and you got to stop. You got to get in front, get that confidence back, and just keep moving that weight up the hill. Morning. So, maybe you find value in this. Oi. Maybe you find value in this. Maybe it helps you out. Hopefully it makes you think about what you're doing. You know, is what you're doing urgent in terms of relevancy to your life? And is it important? You know, or can it wait? And is it something that's just distracted you? You know, because as soon as you make money, as soon as you learn the skills, as soon as you get where you need to get to, and we're talking about nowadays, like, look, go do what you got to do to get to an easier part of life. Like, if you're in debt, like, fuck, dude, go get jobs. But that's only a fix to a short-term problem. What are you doing long-term? What are you building? What do you have? What asset are you creating, or what asset are you attaching yourself to? If it's nothing, you're gonna have nothing. And it's not because someone said that, it's reality. Our mum and dad age, they've attached themselves to a lifestyle that is a job, a liability in a house. You think it's an asset. It's not. Like, it's not an asset. How much money does it pay you? Nothing. It takes money from you every single week. It takes money from you. So it's not a true asset. It's the bank's asset. On their sheet, look, we've got $1 million tied right there. Boom. And they can take it because it's theirs. It's not yours. All right. You're the little guinea. You're the little guinea making it more valuable. So this is the year, dude. This is the year that it all changed. Where he documented his change, where he left that old person behind, or, you know. It's time. Stop waiting. Because there's so much goodness in you, there's so much life that needs to come out, and for you to share that to everyone else because of the impact you're going to have. If you create a business where you employ 30 people, think about what that does for 30 people. All right, and that's like contradictory because just said, you know, you don't want to do that, but like you want to be the one that owns assets, who's in charge, you know. But then all the people that work for you, if you build something that's legit, do you not think that you're going to have well-paid people? Do you not think you're going to support, like, because there's also people that want that. Some people can't live with working around the clock, and that's cool. You know, that's respectable because they know what they want and they understand what they want and what they're good at and what they're not good at. And they want to have think about it. Think about hiring people where they can have a lifestyle with a boat, a ski, holidays, good school for their kids, good food, fridge is full of good food and fresh food, not bullshit stuff that's stuffed away in a pantry because it's all crap. Like fresh stuff that's going off, you know, fresh stuff bought from the ground or picked from a tree, or, you know, real food. You know, and they're killing, like, you know, every 1 unit of energy they put into your business, you're getting like 20 back. Like, they're just killers. Do you not think that you would offer that person 150 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand? You know, if you're right up near like 500 employees, do you not think you would be having people getting paid who are enjoying their life? You know, that business that you knuckle down on building exists, and you're able to help all these people. Like if your business didn't exist, people wouldn't be able to ask for a job from you because it doesn't exist in their area. So they have to go work at Woolies, or they've got to go work at Bunnings for like low pay. But nah, because you've created something that helps the economy, helps the jobs, solves a problem, right? You've done good. You've done very good in life for other people and all of that. So, I'm going to turn back. So, this is the year. This is the year. And it's time. So, go.